Hello everybody and welcome to this edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. Let's talk about anything and everything that is geek, will be TV, comics, movies, or video games. And let me just start right now by apologizing in advance for how I sound right now. I've been having an allergy problem for the last week. I'm convinced it's allergies. It's something that I've come in contact with somewhere, and it's really irritated my lungs, irritated my throat, my sinuses to the point where I just can't stop coughing and make my voice sound kind of hoarse and everything. So I apologize in advance if I cough throughout this video. I'm very sorry. I hope to get this resolved very soon because it's really aggravating, and I just want to apologize in advance. And I'm gonna be coughing a lot. Hopefully not. Hopefully it'll stop. It will stay off. It will stave off. So I apologize. There's a lot of coughing in this video, and I apologize for how my voice sounds. So hopefully I'll be better soon. But diving right into our topic today, and everybody out there knows, one of the best things about being a geek and liking comics and stuff and everything is the merchandising. I mean, what better way to show your support for your favorite character than to have buy every great piece of merchandise that with that character on it. I mean, look behind me. You definitely, if you look behind me, you get the hint that I may just like Superman a lot. So yeah, definitely one of the best things about being a geek is all the merchandise that comes out having to do with your favorite characters, favorite movies, and just so many favorite things, especially clothing. Especially like wearing like your favorite T-shirts like Superman and whoever on it, and just showing off your geek, showing off your fandom for all the world to see. But I'm gonna say it, recently I've really started noticing I've really started noticing a problem in some geek merchandise. Particularly, excuse me for that. Particularly, hair in my glasses. Sorry about that. Particularly the clothing. If you know me, I love T-shirts. I love it. You see me every week. I've got like a different T-shirt on every show. Every show, whether it be Geek Corner Minute, Geek Corner Extra, or the main Geek Corner show, I always have a different T-shirt on every week. But it's getting a little bit harder now to get a good T-shirt. And I'll tell you why. Because there are some truly great T-shirts out there. And I will just tell you a secret of where I get my wardrobe at. Walmart. Cha-ching. I was just kidding. Walmart is where I do a lot of my shopping at. I get a lot of my cool T-shirts from there. I got this one particular not Hot Topic. Five Below. They have stuff. They have a lot of good stuff on there for $5 and under. And I found this for, of course, for $5 last year. But it's just like I said, I do a lot of my shopping there. A lot of my shirts come from there and everything. I get them from a variety of places, but mainly Walmart, because they got them for a really good price, and they got really good at grade A quality T-shirts in there. I mean, stuff I've seen online, I find at this place. I find it on Walmart for like $7.50. So but over the past few years or so, it's been getting kind of tough to find shirts, not in terms of what's on them, but in terms of how they fit. And as y'all see my program, you know I'm a big guy. I'll tell you my shirt size. It's double XL. It's a extra large, a 2XL. And usually I don't have trouble finding 2XL shirts like this that fit great. I find some that fit like a dream, and I find some that fit so miserably. And I'm gonna say in the past couple of years, it's began to be more on the miserable side. I mean, it's getting kind of bad, and I'm gonna say I've lost weight. I'll say that right now. I've lost some weight. And you think something fit looser, these shirts just keep getting tighter. And I'll tell you why. For some reason, they have started making these silky shirts. The shirts, it just feels like almost straight out spandex or something. It's nothing but like real silky, almost jersey material. These things fit like it's like if you actually tried to put on a Superman costume. It's tight as all get out. It is very, very tight. And I'm going to say, it didn't just start with those shirts. It started years ago. Used to, you could go to Walmart and actually find great fitting hoodies. And I would just say Walmart, because you find great fitting superhero hoodies, like Superman hoodies. One of my favorite hoodies that I wear and my wife loves to wear is the Superman one that I got, like, I'd say probably about 5 years ago. And I've had for years. It's great fitting. It feels soft and everything. And I bought many more. But it's like a few years later, they put out a hoodie. I go over there and try it on. The thing fits like it's a large. And come to find out, they're using different material in it. They're using this kind of different material in it. It fits right too snug. I mean, it's supposed to be a 2X, and it goes like this far. Right in between right here is where it stops. You can't button it. You can't zip it up. And if you do try to zip it up, it's like this. It's like a straight jacket. And it ain't just with those. They start having these varsity jackets. Hey, and I say it, I ain't just blaming DC here. The Marvel ones are the exact same. I mean, there was this also the same year, there was this really cool Captain America costume hoodie where you pull the hood over your head and it's this cowl. It has the A and the wings on and everything. It's a mask. It was super, super tight. And it's supposed to be an extra, extra large. And it's like super tight. It fits like a large. What is with that? And it ain't just, like I said, it ain't just DC and Marvel. There were Star Wars hoodies that are the exact same way. They got some kind of material on the inside that just makes it fit like all of a sudden they're just making things where it's supposed to be an extra, extra large, but it fits like somebody that wears a large. And now it started bleeding over into the T-shirts. They have started making these silky shirts. These silk jersey feeling shirts, almost like a football jersey. These type of shirts, they look awesome. But you put them on, it's like wearing something that's 2 sizes too small. It feel like you go like this and it's going to rip. What is that? And not only that, they started making some of these other shirts, like for example, there's a Deadpool shirt that I've seen the last few years. It's this certain material, matter of fact, a better example. Same company, same shirts for the Avengers Age of Ultron. I recently got a Hulkbuster Iron Man t-shirt. I got that thing home. It's supposed to be a 2X. I got that thing home, put it on. It fits so tight. The thing fits so tight. I was like, what? And like I said, you feel the paint, you feel the shirt. There is no give in the material. You had to probably wear that shirt for like 2 or 3 years. And I'm gonna just say this, without washing it, just to get it to stretch. You probably wear it 2 or 3 years straight without even so much as throwing it in the washing machine to even get it to fit right, to fit loose. And I said, it ain't just that. There was a Hulk shirt made the same material. There was a Hulk versus Hulkbuster Iron Man shirt. It was made the same material. It's certain materials. They're starting to make a lot of these shirts out of certain materials that fit like they're just like you have to be poured into them. You have to be almost had to have yourself molded to these clothes. And I'm gonna say it, so far lately, in terms of the silky ones, DC is the biggest perpetrator in this. The DC shirts have been, the overwhelming majority of the silky ones has been Batman, has been Superman. I mean, it's like they try to evenly put it out, like make Superman, Batman ones that's like real silky, and a Captain America and Spider-Man ones that's like this same silky thing to it. And the only reason I've seen so many Marvel ones around personally is because of Age of Ultron. But the main perpetrator and the other ones I'm talking about that's like the real tight fit material with the really tight paint that has no give to it, that's mainly Marvel perpetrating that, because there's been Deadpool shirts like that. There's these ones I just told you about. They all fit like somebody that should be wearing an extra large to a large. They don't, and they're labeled a 2X. What is that? I mean, you have these awesome shirts, and yet you can't even cater to your clientele. Which I'm going to just say, there's a lot of big folks out there like me that want to wear these shirts, and they can't because they make them too bloody tight. And just recently, my wife and I were at Target. We found 3 awesome DC shirts. Totally awesome shirts. And 2 of them were messed up. And I'll get into one of them in a minute. And there was one that, of course, they were out of, which was tough luck on me because it was just awesome. It was Superman. It was like, it's like an insignia shirt I found recently. They had like Superman here, Batman here, Flash here, Green Lantern here. Except instead of the insignias, it was the actual heroes merged together like that. It was completely awesome. But they didn't have my size, so that was just too bad for me. But I found this other one that had it like it was done in like the 70s and 80s style artwork, and it had everybody from Superman to Darkseid to people you wouldn't hardly ever have seen on a t-shirt. It's like they almost did a Crisis on Infinite Earths t-shirt, if you can imagine that. It's like everybody that was from DC around that point in time on a single t-shirt. I thought I was like, this is the epitome of classic DC comics on a t-shirt. But the first thing I noticed right away that was wrong with it, it was that silky junk again. It's right, silky, it had that same silky feeling as them really tight silky feeling ones at Walmart. And also the paint wasn't given either. I went and tried it on and it was supposed to be an extra large again. It went. I went there and tried it on, and it was still too tight. It was too tight. And I asked these companies, why do you make shirts like this? There are a lot of fans out there. I'm gonna say it. Speaking to the bigger set fans, the plus size fans out there, we want to wear these shirts, but y'all making it tough on us here. For years, I ain't hardly had a problem picking up a 2X superhero shirt, Superman particularly, shirt, and are able to and been able to throw it on, and it feels so good, and I wear it all the time. These last 3 years, excuse me, these last 3 years, these shirts have been shrinking. They've changed the material in them to be like this tight, silky crap. They've made the paint stiff. How are we supposed to wear stuff like this? It's supposed to be labeled our size, but feels like it's be somebody thinner. I mean, it's supposed to be a 2X. I'm gonna say is, if I find a shirt that says 2X large, I'm expecting it to fit me. This is a 2X. It's fitting me fine. And I got plenty of 2X that fit me just fine. I bought some within the past couple weeks. At least one fits me terrifically. But they keep making these other ones that are totally awesome, but they make them out of the worst material, the stiffest material you could possibly imagine. It's supposed to be a 2X, but fits like a large. How are we supposed to wear this mess? It's supposed to be a 2X, but it fits like a large. Are they trying to tell us something here? Because if that's trying to be a good one, if that's trying to be a way to try to tell plus size people lose weight, you're going to buy it the wrong way. And I know I sound like I'm imagining things. You never know when that may be an ulterior motive to trying to make plus size folks lose weight. It's like, you want to wear this, lose the weight, and try to fit in it. And I say that's a horrible way to run a business. Of course, what can you expect from DC Comics? Which of course leads me to my next note. The other shirt that I found, the same day as I found this one that I said looks like Crisis on Infinite Earths on the front of a shirt, looked so awesome but was way too flipping tight. I found this other shirt laying right beside of it. I pulled it up I downloaded this picture from online. I found it. You look at this. Other than the obvious fact that it's got New 52 Superman on it. I know that's not what's wrong with it, even though I say that's a horrible, that you shouldn't put that on, that shouldn't be on any t-shirts as far as I'm concerned. That ugly New 52 Superman insignia. You look at all this on here, look at all these insignias. You got Flash, you got like animated Flash and Green Lantern and Batman, and I say you got, and what's a shame is, of course, it's got regular Superman, but it's also got New 52. But, and you see a lot of this on here like this. Don't it look awesome? But then I happen to look down here at the bottom, and I noticed something rather odd. That right there. What lantern insignia is that? Is it just me, or is that a Red Lantern insignia? Shouldn't that be a Red Lantern insignia? No, look at closer. This little gem is a Green Lantern insignia. It's a Red Lantern insignia. Look at this gem. If you can see it. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. It's going out. The picture going out. Give me a second. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Here we go. Look at this. If you can see this real good. That is a Red Lantern insignia. Let me pull it back. If I can get it up there where it won't glare or anything. Take a look at that. That thing is colored green. What? Tell me now. What is that about? Hold on. Let me see if I can get it up there a little bit better. That is a Green Lantern. That is a Red Lantern insignia. If you can notice it real good. Colored green. The Red Lantern insignia colored green to match up with these other. You see these other Green Lantern insignias up there? That one, that one. But that's not Green Lantern. That is a Red Lantern insignia, people. What the heck? What is that? What kind of a company lets that out on the stands? What kind of company lets that by them? Something that, I tell you what kind of company it is. A company that don't know what the flip they got. They don't know about what they're putting out. That's what kind of company greenlights mistaken mess like that. It's almost like somebody was looking for it. They couldn't find a good Green Lantern insignia, so they took the Red Lantern insignia, colored it green, and thought, oh, they won't notice the difference. And they didn't. And the unfortunate thing is they didn't. You're making comic books here, DC. How in the goose do you let a T-shirt with a different Lantern insignia, colored the color of another Lantern insignia, out on a shelf? How do you go about passing Red Lantern for Green Lantern? Do you not know what characters at your company now? I mean, not only do you mess up their personalities in the comics, now on the merch, you can't even tell what Lantern's what anymore. Suddenly, comics, come to comics, Superman is some biker. Superman is some biker dressed in jeans and a t-shirt. Batman is Commissioner Gordon in a mech suit. And on the merchandise, Red Lantern is now Green Lantern. And now you got merch where the Red Lantern insignia has been colored green and passed off as a Green Lantern insignia. What is that crap? What is that crap? This is you got shirts that don't fit. You got comic characters don't act like themselves. You got shirts that don't fit your customers. And so you got extra large shirts that don't fit your extra large customers, like me. And you got shirts with perfect example. You got t-shirts with this, let me get it up there right. With this Lantern Corps insignia, as you can see there, colored up like this Lantern Corps. You got this Lantern Corps insignia with this Lantern Corps color scheme. What is that? Are you so out of touch with your product? Are you so out of touch with your product that you don't even know what's going out there? And are you so out of touch with your customers you think we're stupid enough not to even notice? I got news for you, DC. We customers ain't as stupid as you take us for. That's why I even started the petition that I've got running now. Because DC is, because the ones up there, I'm saying it ain't just Dan Didio either and Bob Harris. They're just they're just two parts of it. Whoever it is in marketing that let this mess out there, they're just also a piece of the problem up there at DC. Because you got folks in there ruining the comics, and you also got folks out there passing bad merch that don't even know the difference between a Red Lantern and a Green Lantern. Suddenly merging them together and passing it, try to pass it off like nobody's going to notice. I noticed. I even had somebody that worked at Target ask me about what I thought was wrong with the shirt, and I explained the whole thing to them. I know they didn't know anything about comics, but I taught them a little bit that day. But any comic book fan out there, guarantee you, if you found this shirt out there and you noticed this error, put a comment in the comment box, please. I want to hear from you. If you've gone to a Target store or any other store that has had this shirt and you found this error, please drop me a comment saying you've noticed this. I want to see how many people other than me have noticed this. Please drop a comment in the comment box. It just irritates me that DC is really going down the tracks in the wrong direction. They're ruining the comics. And now they're putting out bad merch. Comic books that nobody wants, that no classic fan really wants to read. as a complete slap in the face to what the characters stand for. At outrageous prices, by the way. They put out merch that don't fit. Excuse me. They put out merchandise that does not fit their customers. And they put out merchandise that has got the wrong insignias on it, thinking that customers ain't going to notice it. And if you don't notice, you think, oh, it's just a cool shirt. But if you're a picky fan like I am, and I know there's a lot of picky ones out there, you can't help but notice this. And you can't help but get outraged by it. I guarantee you this shirt, and I'm going to say it, this shirt would have fit me. But I refuse to wear something with a glaring error on it like that. I know. Of course, I don't want to wear anything with New 52 on it anyway, so that's out the door right there. But had it not had New 52 on there, I still wouldn't have wore it. Because I refuse to wear a shirt in which somebody tries to pass off another character, pass off one character as another character just by recoloring the logo and hope nobody will notice. And I'm going to say this, anybody at DC's watching this, how did you let this happen? How did you let this happen? Do you not even know your own characters anymore? I'm saying it right now. This is ridiculous. Comic books that are unreadable, shirts that are unwearable, and merch particularly this shirt here, and a shirt with one character being passed off as another one. With a Rico logo passing it off as another character. It's ridiculous. And I'm going to say it again, as I've said about many things, by signing my petition, you help hear your voice be heard to DC that you want to see some change at DC. But don't just sign the petition. Share the petition with your friends. Share your disgust with DC directly on their Twitter, their Facebook, their Tumblr, whatever social media they have, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever they have, your YouTube page. Leave your comments on their page, and again, let your voice be heard and let your disdain be heard. Because this is ridiculous right here. This is plain, what I've showed you tonight is just pure ridiculousness. And somebody's got to say something about it. Say something to them. Or they're going to keep putting out crappy merch like this. Crappy, misdone merch that doesn't fit. But what do y'all think? Am I out of line? Or do y'all agree with me on this? Have y'all found these t-shirts that don't fit? Have y'all found this particular one that I showed you here tonight? And I showed you here today with that glaring problem at the bottom. Have y'all found this shirt? Let me know. And did y'all notice the mistake? Did y'all find a shirt and notice the mistake for yourselves? Let me know. As always, drop me a comment in the comment box. I would love to hear from y'all and love to hear what y'all have to say on this subject. Excuse me again. I guess that's all for this week's edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. As always, you have any comments whatsoever about the show, drop me a comment in the comment box. I would love to hear from you. Like, subscribe, share with all your friends, tell all your friends. Don't forget to, if you haven't signed my petition already, go sign it. The link is in the description below. Give me just a second. I'll give you an update on that. I will give you an update on that very petition if I can find it really quickly. Here it is. Remember, this is as of May the 15th. As of May 15th, we are up to 473 signatures. So, thank you to all who have signed and have shared this petition. And if you haven't already, and if you haven't signed and shared already, please do. Please let your voice be heard. It's not just, like I said, now it's not just comics, it's bad merchandise. So definitely go to the description below, click on the link, it'll take you to the petition where you can sign it and share it with your friends. Let your voice be heard. This is big. Every signature and share is greatly appreciated. So definitely go share this. If you haven't already, sign the petition, share it with your friends, and thank you to all who have signed and shared. It is greatly appreciated. And also, if you have an idea of something you want to hear me talk about on this show, drop me a comment in the comment box. I'm always looking for fresh new topics and ideas for things to talk about on this show. So definitely drop an idea in the comment box, as you never know what may be. We may be made into an episode of Mr. J's Geek Corner. So definitely drop an idea in the comment box. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your ideas. And I'll see y'all next time.